Lil Nas X is a gay icon. Fans love that he's proud and open about his sexuality. But it wasn't so easy for the rapper and singer. Nas has admitted that before he became a star, he wanted to hide his true self. When Lil Nas X was young, he planned on staying in the closet his entire life. What eventually changed his mind was getting famous. As Lil Nas X, he could represent the LGBTQIA+ community and make a serious difference for his young fans. In a letter to his 14-year-old self, he wrote, "I know we promised to never come out publicly. I know we promised to never be that type of gay person. I know we promised to die with the secret. But this will open doors for many other queer people to simply exist." Lil Nas X admits that he has a complicated relationship with his family. They're aware he's gay, but Nas says it's not something that's ever brought up or we speak about. We're quiet on it. Nobody's like, "Oh, you got a boyfriend?" Nas admits that growing up in Atlanta came with a lot of homophobia and microaggressions. He recalls family members using gay slurs and enforcing stereotypes like boys don't cry. Nas also felt pressure to pretend to be into sports and act more masculine than he actually was. "I remember pushing that part of myself in more and more, almost convincing myself that it's not even actually there.
If I push this as hard as I could to keep this momentum going, I'm going to have something."
Lil Nas X came out as gay in June 2019, when his debut single, Old Town Road, was at the peak of its popularity. In an interview with CBS, he said he wanted to come out when the attention was on him because it would have been the most authentic time. He didn't want anyone to think he was coming out for attention. Lil Nas X had acknowledged that being famous made it easier for him to come out, but he wasn't anxiety-free. There was definitely some fear there. There's always going to be fear when you're doing something that's literally life-changing. But you just have to do it, you know?
Believing that I could come out of the closet in the height of my career.
Nas's biggest fear was that his sexuality would overshadow his career. But it's all depending on what you decide to do. So you just work harder to make sure that it doesn't, and just keep going, I guess.
Especially around my teenage years, I would just pray
When he was younger, Nas didn't want to be gay.
What were you praying for?
that it was like a phase.
While he's proud that he's gay, Nas says society still has a long way to go in terms of accepting members of the LGBTQIA+ community.
It's still a lot to be done.
He says that he fears young fans who listen to his music will be bullied.
Somebody who's listening to me in school right now, it's like, you gay because you're listening to him.
Lil Nas X has thoughts on how the music industry treats openly gay artists. He says that gay artists have always been sanitized and discouraged from including sexual content. It's like, be gay without being gay. We don't want to know what happens behind closed doors, or we don't want you to express that. Nas's openness has actually led to other rappers revealing their own prejudices. Busta Rhymes and DaBaby were both embroiled in controversy after making homophobic remarks. Luckily, lots of Lil Nas X's peers have come to his defense, including his industry baby collaborator Jack Harlow. Jack has said that he thinks Nas gives a voice to a lot of people and kids who could use one, and he greatly admires him.
Jack, do not say anything sus.
Another star who admires Nas? Elton John.
And of course, Lil Nas X, who is a hero of mine.
Elton says he thinks Nas is a bold and brave provocateur who pushes boundaries in rap by wholeheartedly embracing his sexuality and visually projecting that celebration out into the world. High praise from a legendary gay icon.
Elton John's outfits, so flashy, so out there.
It makes us so happy that Lil Nas X eventually made the decision to come out and embrace his sexuality.